female, bitch.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck you talking about?
Don't talk. You good.
TikTok. What's going on with you? Entitlement. Privilege. No wonder certain cultures in America are not going anywhere. Have never really went anywhere throughout history. They had great men that come from those cultures, but never really built anything that was self-sustaining. And then they talk about white culture. Yeah, white culture has all this stuff around the world that has built great castles and cities and empires and all this other stuff that's self-sustaining. Wow. Imagine that. And they wonder why people look at them like the fools they are. I'm telling you what, if you are of those communities that are crying because EBTs and SNAP and everything else is being taken away from you, maybe this is the reason it's being taken away from you. If you're walking around in brand new $1,000 Jordans, given to me by the way, that you really can't afford unless you use tax money that did not belong to you to get it, or driving around in that Escalade, that BMW, that Mercedes, or whatever expensive car that you can't afford unless you're living on the system. Maybe you're the problem that we face. If you're trying to use EBT to buy these, I'm glad they're cutting this kind of stuff off. I paid for these. If you're trying to buy your sugary crap food and you weigh 500 pounds and then you're claiming disability because you're 500 pounds sitting around smoking, and you're entitled like little skinny scrawny here, or your kids look like they should be in the NFL because they're so big and it's not muscle. Maybe you're the problem with your kids. If you're letting your kids run the streets and your kids end up unalived or in prison or whatever with a rap sheet before they're 10, maybe you're the problem. Maybe your parenting is ridiculous. See, that community always chooses violence. They don't choose peace. They want to fight. They want to argue. They want to unalive each other. They want to carjack you. They want to steal what you have. They want to go from their community where they've run every store out of their community, and they want to go to the white community. When they get rich, where do they go? They don't go to the ghettos. They go to the white community. They try to get away from that because they want a better life for their kids. Single motherhood in that community. The unaliving of children before they're even born into this world in that community is huge. Imagine that. The uneducated ignorance in that community is ridiculous. Majority of their kids can't read on a 5th or 6th grade level. But yet they'll sit there and yell at somebody that's working and saying, "Step outside, I'll just whoop it." No, you know what? That's the Second Amendment has a thing that says a right to self-defense. Keep playing stupid games. You're going to get stupid rewards. I'm going to pray for you. Pray that you turn your life to Jesus. I'm going to pray for you that whatever you're doing and everybody in your community would turn back to Jesus. Stop listening to rap music. Stop listening to BET. Stop listening to NAACP. Stop listening to these people that have the good of your community in their hearts. See, if you're in line and you're just being loud, ignorant, and obnoxious, we're going to look at you as just that. No respect, because respect is earned. It's not freely given. If you come up, and I don't care who you are, and you shake my hand and you say, hey, I know I've seen you around, and hey, cool. Shake my hand. Alright, whatever. I'll give you respect. But if you're being loud, obnoxious, annoying, or verbally abusive, or threatening people, or whatever, well, you're going to get the same respect. Or lack thereof. But yeah, if I see you trying to use EBTs and you got brand new Nikes on, I'm going to look at you as the biggest loser there is. A biggest thief of taxpayer money. A fraudulent thief. If I see that your kids are 18 years old and they have a rap sheet that's 20 miles long, I'm going to look at you, the parents, and ask you, what did you do wrong? Apparently you didn't raise your kids, you allowed them to run the streets. And then you're on TV going, well, somebody sent me a video. When your kid's cutting the copper out of a charging station and then gets unalived because of that charging station. You're trying to collect money on the kid that you didn't care 2 cents about beforehand, and now you're all on TV bawling and crying because you want that millions of dollars. Huh. Oh, but he was a good boy. Well, if he was such a good boy, why did he have a rap sheet? If he was such a good boy, why did he go to those house parties where the drugs and the alcohol were flowing so wide? And then you wonder why they OD, or they get arrested, or whatever. They get caught up in this violence. You wonder. Doesn't sound like a good boy to me. As for this woman, well, God's going to take care of you. I believe in karma. I do. But karma comes from God. What seed you sow, you shall reap. Anyways, God bless. Have a good day.